I'd now like to bring to the stage Mick. Mick Reed is someone who I've personally got to taste his food, and I'm sure you all got a chance to sample his creations at morning tea as well. Mick has been a chef for about 15 years and he's also a qualified personal trainer. He's put out a book which I think he's got copies of down the back called Reconnecting with Your Inner Caveman, and he's recently started his own paleo catering business, so he can home deliver paleo specific meals to your door. And Mick's going to go over 2 recipes today, step by step, to show you how you can create some paleo food at home. Thanks, Mick.
All right, thank you. Might lift this up a little bit as well. How are we all today? All right. First of all, I want to thank everyone who came up and said they enjoyed the food this morning for morning tea. Really appreciate it and love hearing positive feedback, so that's good. And just want to say thanks to my girlfriend Emma for helping me slave away in the kitchen all day yesterday. That was very good. I'm far more comfortable in the kitchen than up on stage, so we'll try and make this quick, simple and painless if I can. As I said, I've got the website and the book there. A couple of recipes I'm going to go through. The first one is going to be on cauliflower rice. Now, I heard David Gillespie this morning going through broccoli and bagging that a little bit, which is probably fair enough. Who gets excited about eating broccoli? Wow, that's not what I was expecting. All right, what about cauliflower? You get excited about eating cauliflower? Okay. All right, well, this should be a lot easier than I thought then. All right, so next, that looks wonderful, doesn't it? That's cauliflower covered in like a nice floury white cheese sauce. That's what a lot of people normally do to give it flavour. Either that or just boil it, and it's really bland and boring. So hopefully what I do today is just going to give you some idea of how to do it really simply and add some flavour. Alright, so start off by just grating it. It's pretty simple. You can either do it by hand, as I've done there, or if you've got a food processor or really lazy, you can just do one of those. So just grate it nice and fine into grains of rice. And by doing that as well, you're not only getting good food, working out your arms a little bit, so a little bit of exercise there too. Alright, now chicken stock. First chef I ever used to work for said stocks and sauces and that were like liquid gold. You could add so much flavour and value to any meal, and like mostly it's just water. So just run through quickly how I would do it. It's quite simple, and you can make up a massive batch of it and just freeze it down in portions. So just get some raw chicken bones, which you can do from a butcher, and fill up your pot with water. I've got like massive pots, so if you don't have ones as big as mine, just whatever you've got is fine. Bring it up to the boil, and then just chop up some onion, some leek, some celery, some carrot. Keep the skin on because all the skin's got all the good nutritional bits in it. So once it's come up to the boil, throw in your veggies and then just let it simmer for about 30 to 45 minutes, and just skim off any fat, or you can always keep the fat on because that's good, isn't it, Jimmy? A couple of bay leaves and some peppercorns as well. Alright, so just run through the preparation. Now it's pretty simple. I'm only going to be up here for a few minutes, and it doesn't really take much longer than that to cook it. And like a whole cauliflower, between me and my girlfriend, we can probably make a cauliflower rice last almost a week. So you can just make up a batch and keep eating it as a side dish. And if you want more, if you've got a bigger family, then just make more. So first thing to do, just put on some chicken stock. So as I said, maybe a cup or so. Get that boiling. Add your grated cauliflower. Can you see that there as well? Alright, so I can use the mouse. Alright, so just adding the grated cauliflower. Alright, there, we're just simmering it away. This one's just the almond meal. Almond meal is really good stuff. I'd normally buy it in the packets just because it's just got almonds in it. You can grind it yourself if you want. You can grind it as fine as you want and make it almond flour, or if you want to keep going, you could even turn it into almond butter. So just add that, it just adds a bit of texture, and then a bit of salt and pepper, about 10-15 minutes and it's done. Right, so that, yeah, as I said, 10-15, probably 20 minutes and you've got a batch of cauliflower rice. If you've got anyone who's got kids at home and you're having trouble getting them to eat their veggies, it's a really good way of doing that. Alright, so it doesn't look that fantastic, but that's the end result. It tastes better than it looks. Alright, so the next one is just a herb crumb fish. So again, it's pretty simple, just a different way of doing fish. So get your fresh wild caught fish. Again, we're using almond meal. It's very versatile stuff. I use it in lots of stuff. So this is going to be the basis of the crumb, and then some fresh herbs. You can use anything you want. I've got some parsley and thyme that we've just picked out of our own herb garden, but you can use anything, spices, chili, like Cajun type spices. I suppose this is pretty much the fun part of it because you can mix and match any flavour combinations that you like. And our favourite coconut oil to cook with. Alright, so I think this fish I got here from our local fishmonger was rockling, and we made some the other night for dinner as well on the Thursday night. So everyone that came along Thursday night got to have basically a crumbed fish and cauliflower rice. So again, this is pretty simple. So just mix up your almond meal, some herbs, all the stuff that you want in it to flavour it. And then moving across, we just coat it nice and good. So going back to almond meal, if you're making a finer type almond flour, you can use an egg wash first, because what it can tend to do just by frying it in the pan like this, you might find the crumbs come off a little bit, which is actually pretty good because it makes it really crispy and you can just dribble them over the top at the end. Still nice and tasty. And that's our end result. So basically, next time, if you plan on having any fish and chips nights, which probably by now you're going to be turned off of anyway, you do something like this. It's quite simple and it'll probably cost you about the same to get some wild caught fish from your butcher and cook it yourself. So the only thing you have to do is put in your own time and effort. If you don't have time or you can't be bothered doing it yourself, if you ask nicely, you might be able to get me to do it for you. Yeah, so if you need any more information about that, then you can come see me or Emma afterwards. And that's me done. All right, thank you.